Alrighty, welcome back everyone. It is LaughNgamez here. I'm back with another Starcraft 2 1 versus 1 bot AI cast. We have got ourselves what should be a good one here today, as it is going to be a Terran versus Zerg on the map Equilibrium, the AI edition, and it is going to be none other than Xena in the top right hand side of the map, taking on DominionDog, the sort of new upstart in the bot scene at the minute. Just taking down Eris in a previous video, and that is a pretty tall order. Although, to really see how good a bot is, you gotta see how it fares against all varieties of play style. And so, we're gonna see how well DominionDog does against the cheesy Zerg. Xena doing Zerg build Burrow Roach, which isn't too surprising because that does seem to be the build Xena's Zerg goes for the most, at least in the games that I happen to click on and cast. And yeah, ladies and gentlemen, I know there's a few new people to the channel, so I'll just sort of emphasize a little bit here. We've got two bots that have been created by independent bot authors using the Starcraft 2 API here in order to just compete with each other and play Starcraft, which is incredible. So everything here is pre-programmed. And so if you guys enjoy these kind of videos, make sure to go ahead and click that like button. You guys are the best at it in this small YouTube community. Leave a comment saying more bots if you want to see more bots. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and then join the Discord if you want to join the community even further. And I will say that if it wasn't for you guys enjoying these videos so much and all the likes, comments, and support, I wouldn't do things like lug a ridiculous microphone stand to to a hotel where I'm doing some work training right now. And so, thanks so much for that. We have got double queens being produced by Xena. For those of you unaware, Xena is the more cheesy of the Zerg bots. It plays all three races, and as most randoms do, it cheeses. In this game, it's going to be going for a bit of a roach rush, whereas DominionDog, on the other hand, seems to be a bot that likes to go for lots of Reapers. However, in this game, that is not going to be the case. So DominionDog just saying Depot Scout, so I don't actually know what it's going to do here. It's got a turret up at the start very, very early on. Like, I don't even know if... Like, that is early, even for a Zerg Burrow rush. But DominionDog's bot author decided to make that commitment to have the bot build the turret, so then it would be safe against these kind of Zerg shenanigans, at least when it comes to doing this build. And that's one of the things about these bots. There's some bots that really only have one strategy, there's some that have dozens or more, there's some that have strategies that don't adapt, and then there's some that have strategies that sort of have multiple leaping off points as the game progresses. And so we're going to see how these two bots do adapt depending how they face each other. We do have Xena starting to produce roaches and get ready to go for a roach attack. DominionDog's in a pretty good spot to start off with, having a bunker and a turret. It's now going to be producing lots of bio as it goes into 3 racks, the strong Terran 3 racks build. This is a good build if you're just learning how to play StarCraft 2. 3 racks bio is one of the more stable builds that are simple for Terran that you can get consistent wins with. Now we are going to see if DominionDog can deal with all these roaches that's going to be coming its way with the machine mining. These bots, they actually mine a little bit faster than a regular human can, and that actually means that the timings from bots like Xena, just from a lot of the bots in general, they actually look a little bit sharper and more intimidating. Like, a human wouldn't have quite this many roaches this early. And so we're going to be seeing just about 20 roaches move out for Xena, 17 out with more being produced. Burrow's going to finish up as those roaches get on in there. And we're going to see if DominionDog can hold on or not. DominionDog has currently got 2 Marauders out, going to be getting out a 3rd. We'll see if Xena just dives right on top of this bunker or not. That's going to be the big question as to whether DominionDog can hold on. It's down on supply by a huge margin, but I mean, 3 Marauders is pretty good. It's really going to depend on how this bunker is handled or not. Whether DominionDog even puts its units inside the bunker. So far it hasn't. The bunker is actually being attacked by DominionDog, so even though there's no units in it, it did do some buffering, but now all of a sudden Xena is coming on in here. DominionDog's doing a great job fighting with the Marauders, which are just Roach Slayers. Now, Xena is coming on in, killing some of the SCVs. The turret gets dropped though. The bio is coming around, and the Roaches are having a hard time chasing down these Marauders. 1 or 2 Roaches actually burrow here, as they are out of range of the turret, I suppose. Xena, though, is actually messing up a little bit here. For some reason, it's targeted on that command center. I guess electing to try and kill that instead of the Marauders that are slaughtering oh so many of their brethren. And we'll see if DominionDog is going to lose this command center or not. It's getting close to burning down. There's 1 SCV working to repair it. It looks like Xena will actually get it, though. Sort of capitalizing, I'm not sure intentionally, against DominionDog's less commitment to repairing its buildings than other bots. Auto turrets are getting tossed on down now by DominionDog to help clean up some of these Roaches. DominionDog has held on to a decent number of Marauders and bio, so the game hasn't quite snowballed against it. So far, this Terran bot has held on, but at a big, big cost. We have seen that natural command center go down, and in most games of StarCraft 2, that is almost a death sentence for the one player, because the time it takes just to rebuild a base is so darn long. It looks like Xena is not giving up on this attack, though, actually going in with a few more Roaches. This may be a slight overcommitment. I'm waiting to see if the Zerg bot will sort of just pull back for a bit and then cool its Roaches prior to going in further, as Xena is still just sending in its few Roaches. Those Marauders are mighty red. There's no medivacs to heal them up just yet. So Xena is just going to keep on trying, trickling in Roaches. Not sure that's the best call. And oh my gosh, Xena, it's all of a sudden spamming the chat. I apologize, everyone. Seeming to have a bit of a rare bug for Xena. Well, at least a rare chat bug for Xena. I guess just recalculating the army supply there. I wasn't sure whether it could attack or whether it should have retreated. Now it looks like it's going to try an attack again, but it definitely doesn't have the units it needs, so that's why we see Xena throwing up a lair, getting up Ling speed, getting up a 3rd hatchery too, very important. Behind this, though, DominionDog is replacing that command center. It's still pumping out as much bio as it can. The Ravens are building energy while this is going on. That's very important. And so I don't think this attack is going to have any success. We'll see if Xena just goes on home, and yes, it does. Upon seeing all that bio, DominionDog sort of gets leashed a little bit by those Zerg units, but it looks like Xena's going to try and go in again, but it's got to say no. And yeah, Xena is actually really bugging out here, as it says attack and then don't attack, and then just melts. So that is not good. Just chat spam. If you're Xena's bot author, please put in like a 1-second delay or something there to prevent such spam. Now, let's see. We have got an Evo chamber on the way for Xena, so it is trying to macro up now, but it is just in such aggression mode. I don't know why that is. Is Xena just going to do this all game? It does eventually retreat again upon seeing the bio, but will it change its mind once more upon seeing the rest of this? Yeah, it actually, oh my gosh, Xena, please stop. Please stop, Xena. And yeah, ladies and gentlemen, this is how it goes when you cast just bot games off the cuff. You never know how these are going to go, and so DominionDog is killing off some overlords of Xena. Supply is looking pretty darn good for the Terran bot. All things considered, it's on 2 bases. Xena is still spamming, so I think there's definitely something fundamentally wrong with Xena in this game. Apparently the chat was bothering you guys, so I will turn that off. We're still going to hear the sound of that, unfortunately, which isn't ideal. But hopefully the game sound and music and my voice is enough to overcome that. We do have the Raven allowing DominionDog to step in off creep here, as Xena is going to try and collapse on top of this army. It's got a decent amount of Roaches, but it just doesn't have that many now, as DominionDog dispatches them, having killed 69 Roaches, a very nice amount of Roaches. Losing only 34 Marines and 3 Marauders this game. We see Xena transitioning into Hydras, which are possibly going to do better, but if we look at the supply, I'm not sure there's going to be enough Hydras for the Zerg. It's cool to see Xena actually transitioning. It doesn't often play macro games like this where it does transition, but at least in this case it's doing that, so I'm glad to see that. DominionDog is just doing its homework, its chores basically, and cleaning up the creep. Xena is looking to move on in for an attack with these Hydras, stepping into that line of sight blocker. Not the best engagement there. We'll gun down one Marauder, two Marauder, but these Hydras are way too far forward. The line of sight blocker getting the best of Xena, and now the Zergbot has just got to try and pool up its units once more. I might have to see if I can delete like the chat sound in my Starcraft or find a way to block that, because it's usually Benbot that bugs out like this, but we're actually having Xena do that now. Yeah. Let's see. In come the Marauders and the Marines here for DominionDog. It's going to attack on in. Xena is getting ready to pull everything into this defense because it is a critical defense. Queens are transfusing. Hydras are shooting down the Bio. The Bio does have +1 armor, so it's a little tougher than you'd think. There is an Infestor out, but I'm not sure it's got energy for a spell to help defend against this. Both armies are thinning out. There's still quite a bit of Terran here at the end of the day, though. Xena has got a decent number of Hydras left, though, gunning down these Hydras. The target fire is good on Xena, as always. We do see a Fungal go down, finally, but the Bio just gets healed up by the Medivacs and then eventually does retreat. The Hydras definitely are doing better than the Roaches by a large margin, but there's just not enough of them, it seems. I think DominionDog may be breaking its opponent here. And the one thing I have seen from DominionDog is that it's like a Bulldog when it does start to attack. It isn't a bot that seems to retreat, and so that's going to be bad news for Xena. Xena, which is down to 28 workers. 28 workers. We're going to see, yeah, DominionDog take down another one of the top bots, which is very impressive. I will take taking on Xena with a little bit more of a grain of salt, because Xena seems to win more of its early games. I think that's just a fact, so me clicking on a 15-minute replay isn't too surprising that DominionDog got the win, but maybe I'll check out some DominionDog games against Xena that are shorter in like one of those compilation videos that I do, so we can see how it fares against the various cheeses of Xena, because surviving cheese is another very important step when it comes to programming a bot. DominionDog behind this has just produced a 4th command center, getting that up. Still spamming away is Xena, but the Zerg bot doesn't have that much stuff left. It's trying to hold on. Xena, I mean, is pooling whatever it can. It's got a couple of Infestors. We see a double Fungal growth go down, softening up a lot of that Bio, but there's just a bit too much. The stim forward from DominionDog, the Ravens revealing the Infestors. And I think like a second, or not a second, but a minute more, and Xena would have had enough units to hold on. There definitely was something going on with Xena in regards to how it attacked and then retreated a trillion times in this video, and it looks like this will actually be a win for DominionDog. It had to work for it, that's for sure. But another great one of these bot games, and definitely enjoying this new Terran bot. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are enjoying these botcasts and you want to see more of these on YouTube, go ahead and click that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already. Leave a comment. Yeah, leave a comment down below, but if you're watched to the end of this video and you're not a subscriber, you probably enjoyed it. Either that or I'm just your background noise or something while you're, I don't know, doing the dishes or whatever. But yeah, if you do want to see more of these videos, subscribe. If you want to support the channel, become a YouTube member. That goes a long way to buying coffee that helps fuel these casts. And I will see you guys next time, as we wait for DominionDog to clear out Xena. That won't take too long with all this Bio on the ground. GG.